Hey YouTubers, what's up? Jurassic Ninja here, and I'm back with the new side-by-side, and I'm showing my ugly mug this time around. Well, we're going to be doing a Splinter Cell Double Agent. I got it for the 360, for the Xbox, for the Gamecube, and for the PlayStation 2. Let's take a look at the opening cinematic on the Xbox, Gamecube, and PS2. It's pretty amazing how different the Xbox looks. It's got all these sweet, cool lighting effects, where the PlayStation 2 has some lighting effects, but I do think the GameCube looks second best in the comparisons here. Alright, now let's compare the 4 versions that I have of this game. We probably already know that the 360 is going to look the best because it's a next generation console. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so, wait, what's going on? Why am I in water in the 360? Why is this is completely different? What? This makes no sense. Why would they make the same game with the same title, the same box art, and completely different games? I mean, how you can have the same picture on the box art and basically the same backs, but be completely different games? Well, apparently there's 2 separate versions for this game. One version was made by Ubisoft Shanghai, who also developed Pandora Tomorrow. Great game, by the way. And that was released for the 360, PC, and PlayStation 3, where the other version was made by Ubisoft Montreal, who made the original Splinter Cell and then Chaos Theory. And that was, of course, released for the Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. You're dead to me, 360. Get out of here. I mean, look how great the ice walls look on the Xbox. And on the GameCube and PS2, you just got the shit-stained pants that Sam Fisher's wearing and bland ice walls. Whoa, I just need to warn you guys about the PlayStation 2's Double Agent. Check this shit out. When you first start the game, you get this loading screen to the start screen. And then you get a small loading screen to select single player mode. And then you get a black screen which loads to a short loading screen, and then loads to a loading screen, and then you get to finally pick solo mode, and then you got to access your memory card, and then you create a profile, and then access your memory card again, then load your profile, and then you finally get to pick new game.
No, and then?
Okay, I know the Xbox one looks really dark, but I mean, you gotta really think about it. It has accurate lighting effects. I mean, look how sweet this looks. And you get this the whole game, and it just looks fantastic. I'd be lying if I told you there's only 2 versions of this game. Because in fact, the Xbox version has completely different level designs. It's basically 3 different, I don't want to keep saying versions, but that's all I can say, versions of this game. On the really dark parts, I'm going to brighten up the game just so you can see what's going on. The first big difference I noticed was in this part, where on the PS2 and GameCube I had to sneak past 2 dudes, but on the Xbox there was no 2 dudes. There was a guy, but I had to kill him. And then when you get to this box to plant your explosives, on the Xbox they'll say 1 of 4 explosives planted, and on the other 2 it'll say 1 of 2. You see, what's actually happening is on the PlayStation 2 and GameCube version, you're going to come to a loading screen, and then that's when they're going to have you find the other 2 explosives to plant. I can literally sit here all day and picking out all the differences between the 3 of them, but the fact of the matter is that it is the same game. It's almost like you're playing a randomized dungeon in the Xbox. The end goal is always the same. You just kind of maneuver around differently. I'd also say that the Xbox is actually harder. They made things more difficult to get to. For example, in this scene here, on the PS2 and GameCube, you just climb a ladder to get to the top. But on the Xbox, you climb up a chain-linked fence, and then you gotta keep climbing up some pipes, and then maneuver around to get to the top, and then you climb that ladder that we just climbed on the PS2 and GameCube. The cinematics are even different a little bit. I don't know why, but they are. It's almost like the whole Xbox was just created from the ground up, and the other 2 were just like clones, just degraded, useless clones. Look, there's tons of subtle little differences between the 3 games, like a health box being on this wall, but on the other ones is on this wall. And just things like that make no sense to me, but they're there, and that's okay. But usually I say the gameplay's there, the story's there, play any version that you want, but not in this case. Play the Xbox one. It is a million times better. It's got the better graphics, the better sound, the sweet lighting effects, the longer levels with no load time. I mean, what more could you ask for? Seriously. On that note, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. There's plenty more side-by-sides to come. I'm going to try to get a new side-by-side out every single Friday, so stay tuned for that. And take it easy, guys. Well, I'd say the games for Windows actually controlled the best, and the two console versions were about the same, but graphically, the games for Windows clearly looks the best. Right off the bat, the Xbox is getting a lot of traffic. I'm not sure if it's like some kind of random generation